Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews presents Do You Remember? Greetings again, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome again to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. This is Joel, the Big D to you, back with the next installment of my Do You Remember special on UPN Kids. This is the fourth half of part two, where I'll be focusing on the fourth and final program of the second year of the UPN Kids block. Now, since I failed to bring this up since I started the second year of this with Jumanji, UPN Kids was introducing themselves where their slogan was UPN Kids is UPN, which of course was the UPN and what have you. Well, I gotta tell you, I really am happy to say that some of these shows have been fun and what have you. And I really got to check out some really good fun shows. We had Fun Adventures with Jumanji. Then, of course, we had. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, there was the funniness and silliness of the mouse and the monster. And then, of course, the marvelous green giant of a monster himself, the Incredible Hulk. And now it all comes down to this. This is one underrated show that I really wish wasn't short lived. But I gotta tell you, this show was very interesting. While I was not really much of an X Files person, but I did have respect for it though. This show that came out, the last show as part of the second year of the UPN Kids block, was a series where some consider this to be, well, the X Files meets the A Team. And I gotta tell you, they were right. Only unlike the A Team, it was 5 people, not 4 people. So you better prepare yourselves, because here comes a group known as B.A.D. Uh, what's you're thinking? What's B.A.D.? What's B.A.D. or who's B.A.D.? It is the group known as the one and only Bureau of Alien Detectors. Bureau of Alien Detectors was the fourth and final new series to debut on the UPN Kids block in its second year. This series was originally produced by Saban, who also worked on The Mouse and the Monster. This came out from a pretty big, busy year. Now, of course, the show was promoted as B.A.D., but of course, we all knew it by its name, the Bureau of Alien Detectors. This is a group of about 5 people who take on all sorts of monstrous alien encounters, similar to like the X Files and what have you, but with more a little bit of a feel of the A Team blended into it. But I gotta tell you, it's really a cool show. Now, in the series focuses on the exploits of the titular characters, which of course they are known as the Phalanx Squad of the titular organization. Anyway, this show was really, really something. I was kind of really blown by this. But I feel like it's kind of underrated and what have you, as this was from a really busy year Saban had. Because they had churned out numerous things that year, including the second and only other season of Masked Rider, which went to syndication, as well as an English dub of Dragon Ball Z, and of course there was Power Rangers Zeo, and numerous other shows. Now, to me, it's modern day folklore. To others, it is simply tabloid headlines. But to a select few, it is the ultimate reality. Intergalactic aliens have arrived on Earth. Now they move among us. and only one top secret elite group of trained professionals has the ability to detect these extraterrestrial beings. B.A.D, the Bureau of Alien Detectors, as this, of course, is part of the show's intro, which I showed out in audio, and I just wanted to show you what it was like in case you never saw it. So, of course, I don't own the rights to the show. Saban does, or Disney, because you realize, of course, since this was from Saban, of course, Disney had bought the rights to most of Saban's library. But anyway, yes. Now, each week, BAD goes up against all sorts of, well, really intensifying and monstrous and creepy alien encounters along the way. And I gotta say, it was really something. Upon its um, release the following year, a report on violence in television by UCLA identified the show as one of the most violent children's programs to debut during that season. It states the show's protagonists are a humorless lot who are principally characterized by their brooding natures and desire to kick alien butt. This is consistent with the menacing and intense tone that permeates the program, consisting principally of heavy amounts of laser gunfire and alien attacks. Scenes of violence are almost non-stop throughout the show and occasionally result in characters being killed. This latter point is especially surprising since characters are virtually never killed in children's cartoons. Well, that's true and what have you, but I didn't find much of anything against it. I can barely remember seeing some of that though. But I have seen the show before. In its entry for this, in the 2018 book, The Encyclopedia of American Animated TV Shows, they state despite being promoted as both educational and entertaining, it was neither borrowing too many tropes and concepts from live action predecessors to be enjoyable on its own. Clearly, it was a series designed to fill its time slot and do nothing else. True, as this show aired after The Incredible Hulk. Now then, oh, but wait a minute. I haven't even told you who the characters are. The leader of the Bureau of Alien Detectors, well, the Phalanx Squad, is war veteran Ben Packer, who does a great job in leading the team. Next up is biologist Shane Sanderson. I'm giving these characters by their appearances in the intro to the show, who does one great job. And well, he actually mostly has kind of this here little rough, rugged look in the intro, but only in the later episodes. He's kind of completely shaven in the first few episodes. Next up is the superpowered alien counter survivor Moose Trenganu, who I think is really one real tough guy and what have you. I mean, he's like the B.A. Baracus of the group. He's really something. I think he's a pretty cool character. The next member is Colin Marcus, who is the Flank Squad's computer expert. And he manages to do a good job too. This group seems to be pretty good. As you saw in the intro, a team's got to have one gal in the group, and that's the second in command of the group, the resident psychic Casey Taylor, who, believe me, this was a nice, well, anime chick I kind of actually had a bit of a crush on in a way. I was surprised they had a female in the group. I mean, come on, they had. See, if the X Files can have one gallon in Scully, I think they can do the same with this one. I think Casey's psychic abilities make her a great character and apparently one of my favorites. Anyway, as the group protect humanity from threats beyond the stars, some of the higher ups in BAD have their own plans for the aliens. Well, the show was kind of short lived, just like Mouse and the Monster was. Unfortunately, it only lasted one season, with an overall total of 13 episodes produced and aired. The show ended on December 1st, 1996. However, the series did continue, did, however, go on in reruns for the rest of the season until August of 97. 2 years later, repeats aired on the Fox Family Channel in 1999, pre-Freeform, and then later as part of Toon Disney's Jetix block in 2006. After that, the show has never been seen again in the U.S. It was shown internationally overseas on Network 10's Cheese TV block in 1998 in Australia, and then again July of 99 and November 2000. In the UK, it aired as part of the international Fox Kids channels in 2004. Now, for the voice acting cast, Michael McConaughey, if I mispronounced that, I apologize, voices Sergeant Ben Packer. Now, of course, from what I've seen, he's done lots of voice acting work, especially for various ones, include as well as he's done the narrator on the in the anime Hunter x Hunter, as well as several characters in the World of Warcraft iterations. He's also done voice acting work for Mask Rider and Digimon, as well as Robotech. Let's see, and some of the Transformers series as well. It's really cool. Voicing Casey Taylor is Brie Anderson, who does a good job. Next up, voicing Moose Tringanu is Pierce Spellos, whom we sadly lost over a year and a half ago on November 19th, 2023. So I think I will dedicate this in his memory. Now, of course, he also lent his voice to several cartoons and anime series like Digimon, for example, as well as Battletech, Bleach, Cowboy Bebop, Naruto, and lots of others. He's also appeared on several live action form in shows like Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, News Radio, ER, and even Married with Children. So anyway, yeah, rest in peace. Tyrone Week voices Colin Marcus, and Ruben Daniels voices Shane Sanderson. There's also the voices of Sammy Lane, and then there's Walter Rago as Major V, who, of course, I believe is the group's contact. Now, unfortunately, like most of Saban's animated series, this show is not available on physical media. I don't recall it being released on VO cassette either. But it's never been released on DVD, so there's no way you can find it on physical media. But can you stream it? Absolutely. All the full series is currently available on YouTube. So if you want to check this show out, give it a try. I think you'll really like it. It may have been short-lived, but I feel like this could have kept going. This is one show that should have kept going and what have you. I kind of liked Bureau of Alien Detectors. It was so cool and awesome and what have you. And again, as I said, I may not have been an X Files person, but nevertheless, I still give that show respect and what have you. And watch this great show. But anyway, like I said, all episodes are currently available on YouTube, so that's one of your best chances to check this show out. I think you're gonna like it. You see all the characters in the intro, so don't need to show them to you again. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, check it out. So, what did you think? Have you ever seen Bureau of Alien Detectors? If so, let me know in the comment section below. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, scratch that from what I said. There was some physical media releases overseas and what have you. Yes, it. I just saw one DVD did get released overseas, so apologies. But as for US, no. All right, again, tell me what you thought about Bureau of Alien Detectors. Have you seen this show? You think it should have kept going? I bet a lot of y'all probably would have liked to see more. Leave a comment in the comment section below. If you like this video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel and what have you. Y'all are doing a good job of making the channel grow and everything else. So again, as I said in my last video, I have no need to tell you to do it anymore. But it seems my channel's growing. What have you? Details to follow when I give you the next to last part of this, part 3, where I'll be talking about, well, something different come to the UPN Kids block, along with new episodes of Sweet Valley High and the Action Zone block, which will be in the next to last part of this, well, this special series on UPN Kids. Alright, that's going to do it. So if you like this, you may want to check out, well, some of the previous parts of this. You can check out the first part of the first half of season, part 2, excuse me, with, do you remember UPN Kids special with Jumanji in the upper left hand corner, or check out the Incredible Hulk episode, the previous half of part 2 in the upper right hand corner, or you can go back to the beginning and check out the first part of the Do You Remember special. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. We'll have another video coming up for you soon. Until next time, this is the Big D saying, see ya.